Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Tom Harper Kelly. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I've been researching the 100th Infantry Division here at the Marshall Foundation.
Okay, Tom, and what specifically brought you down to the foundation today?
My grandfather, Thomas B. Harper III, was in Headquarters Company, 1st Battalion, 399th Infantry of the 100th Division, and it's been well known that the 100th Division uses or contacted and worked with the Marshall Foundation to create its division library, which is extremely extensive. And in beginning my research, even the first couple threads that brought me on to kind of researching his division and then his unit led me directly to here.
Great. And can you share something particularly interesting you found at the time that you've been researching here at the foundation?
Sure. I mean, there's been almost so much, everything I found has been interesting, but just generally, the fact that the division and then the Marshall Foundation worked together to make copies of all of the individual company morning reports have been instrumental. As far as like big ticket, cool things that I've found, a lot of the work I've been doing is with the photographs that were donated by members of the division here, and photographs taken specifically of the division commander, General Burris, who was a VMI cadet, I believe also the commandant, at the Citadel in France, in Vichy, where the 100th fought one of its major actions. Photographs that I don't think have ever been published and that were discovered almost accidentally here. They've really been a sort of highlight. Also, interesting things that I've found have been even just going through every subunit of the division's unit history have been extremely useful and interesting. Even just looking at the different formats they use. Some are very textual and others are very visual. They like to put in a lot of photographs. So everything I found has been interesting, and to make it an easier question to answer, I haven't been disappointed by anything yet.
That's great. That's great to hear. Is there anything else you'd like to add just about your experience doing research here at the Marshall Foundation?
Sure. I think of all the archives I've visited, and there have been many, that the staff here is the most helpful and the most, I think, competent of any archive I've come across. It's not only that the archive here is, I think, a little bit smaller, so it's kind of a more intimate sort of experience, but also because they have a very innate understanding of what they have and what they can find in their own holdings, which sometimes is a problem when you visit a lot of archives that have immense holdings and yet can't seem to find anything that they have. Every time I've come here, I've felt that I've gotten the best service, that I've found exactly what I've been looking for, and if I can't find something, that somebody here has been very helpful in helping me locate it. Also, just from a 100th Division specific point of view, the foundation has done a fantastic job in digitizing all of the unit histories and doing their best to digitize as many of the photographs as possible to really do what I think what archives should be doing, which is getting information from their holdings out to the people, and doing that as easily and as cheaply as possible. And I really think that's something that maybe hasn't been noticed by a lot of people who come here or that haven't heard of the Marshall Foundation, but is probably its greatest strength and utility.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time, Tom.
You're welcome. Thank you.